las Senoras de los Ladrillos, the ladies of brick. The introduction. Who would deny that times have changed? New attitudes have rearranged the way we think and what we see as beauty and prosperity. What once was vibrant is now still, like ancient oaks, bereft of the will to live that, not so long ago, was an inward spark that made them grow. And so it is that dark eyes dream of another time and place, it seems, where laughter like flamenco notes was a perfumed swirl of cigar smoke. And senoras, tall in their scarlet gowns, wore the crowns of boncheros, rich and brown. I see them on my way to work, their hems bespattered with time and dirt, brown eyes grown glassy with despair, a house of brick in disrepair. My sweet senora of the dance, a long ago pristine romance, trigueña, silent on the street, mi negra, with her prancing feet, high heels of marble, gowns of brick, with shawls that glitter red and rich, raven-eyed beauties, brick and stucco, divas draped in the best Maduro, cease to posture, deadly still, but suddenly regain the will to breathe, to laugh, to walk, to sing, to let once more their souls take wing. And I, a passerby no more, am Acción, the black lector, Facundo Acción Tribuno, beloved by chavetas and banqueros, dependientes, mojadores gather round to hear my stories, as again I seek to save the beautiful ones from an endless grave. El Presidente, ring the bell, reintroduce both heaven and hell to the clear and piercing clapper note of a perfumed time of cigar smoke. Then let Segovia pluck the strings, leyenda. Let that song take wing to pierce blue sky, flamenco style. Let lips of clay begin to smile. And I shall summon once again great names from a forgotten wind. Invite them to a Tampa ball, and they shall answer, one and all. But I shall need assistance here. My lone voice may not be enough, lest beauteous brick with ancient ears repays my entreaties with rebuff. So Jose, Dolores, Pollo, come, Juan, Maria, Reos, none but you could ever turn the head of a brick senora or raise the dead. Ramon Rivero y Rivero, great Luisa Captiello, and how could I in truth forget the name of Vittorio Montiega? Like a Greco chorus, sing the songs that once inspired kings, in hopes we might invoke by chance the scarlet words that make death dance, and by the names we shall now call, lift up brick heels and let them fall. Awaken, ladies, you who've slept, while those of us who love you wept. The finest trumpeter waits his chance to play for you and watch you dance. The invitation. With the strength of a guajiro and the song of the great Segundo, I, your soul lector Facundo, will attempt to habla cubanito. West Tampa's what I summon first, with cafe con leche to slake my thirst. I call Santella, she who stood in brick when others dressed in wood. When winds of fury licked the world, she danced unharmed with finest pearls. Who gave West Tampa her brown hand to beget Flor Mia and the Optima brands. Mi negra, Santaia, si, step out once more to dance with me. And then I call on Villa's own, Renee's beloved and gorgeous one. Lolito lindo, there you stand, stretch out your tawny Cuban hand, tobacco browned as in full bloom, intoxicating, thick perfume of cigar smoke that soaks your gown of sun-baked brick Cubano brown. Garcia y Vega is the name you wear with Villa's own the same. Awaken, I request you do, for tonight we wish to dance with you until the breaking of new day, like a sweet Oyor de Monterey. And Morganita, little one, whose Juan de Fuca, favorite son, begat Lozano, Don Sebastian, and independent, fueled with passion, in your brick flamenco gown. We lost you once, but now you're found. Come with us when you hear our call, Trigueña belle of the Tampa ball. San Martin y Leon, I yelled, politely but cannot dispel the utter beauty of your hand, the clear Havanas of your brand. El Brique, Flor de San Martin y Leon, pungent as a dream, though many of discerning taste put Oyo de Cuba in first place. Hola, mi negra, ven acá, come dance for us like a morning star. Samuel Davis, sparkling new, flamenco gown of brown brick hue, dipped in the dye of cigar smoke and the sound of segundo guitar notes. Collect your stature once again for the starving eyes of cigared men. Revive your seductive El Cedelo and harvester so brown and mellow, like a lasting kiss so cinnamon sweet from the lips of one whose dancing feet spell passion tapped from a conga sound. Come rustle your skirts and hike them round. Senora Balban, born to be a daughter of the brothers three, Asturias, robust España, Elizardo, mi Tampaña, please awaken from your sleep to pronounce these old, to prance these old familiar streets. West Tampa calls RSVP, so por favor, come dance with me. Hola, Bastilla, do you hear me? Rouse yourself and hasten near me. Wear your best embroidered shawl, as red a brick on a factory wall, and I shall wear my guayabara, whiter than an alpine mesa, and once more we two shall dance the streets of Tampa in a trance. O Valentine, come claim your daughter, or was Felipe him who brought her to West Tampa, there to show her legs la pila el siglo, imposing princess, brick and mortar? Won't you live again, my daughter? Ibrahim Ferrer is here to sing Camina a la Verde. Then Ipenda Alvarez, tempestuous and heady one, I summon you to reawaken, for the ball has just begun. A renaissance for mojadores, dependientes blend once more, the leaves that once had made you famous, household word on distant shores. Ipendas, you who loves to dance, please give poor Acción a chance to kiss your lips and end your sleep. Los Reyes de España, sweet Lolita, with your russet dress of brick and mortar, flounced and pressed. When the sun has turned gold filigree from silver windows, dance with me. The hum and thrum of conga drums, the anthem and the vine are one. The seed that grows the roller's art, like love cannot be torn apart. Like life eternal it must be, the leaf that blossoms from the tree, the statue that shall never fall, the ear that hears when it is called. No matter what nor how the face is twisted, time shall be erased. And so I summon Andres Diaz, of Urbana Avenue, who wears the gown of brick and mortar like her sisters used to do, who came from a distant Cuban shore, but who rolls the sacred leaf no more, nor cuts it so it can be kept in a New York banker's private debt. With white shirt and tuxedo pants, I ask them all once more to dance. But before they dance, there is one more stop that must be made at a sacred spot. To Ybor City, we must sweep away the web of a fitful sleep to liberate the captives there who are dead to a fellowship they once shared. I call the name of F. Lozano, draped in gracious brick Cubano, eloquent in frame and grace, whose heritage is in her face. Fecundo and his trusty corps of the world España's best lectors invite you to a big soiree to hear Compe Segundo play, to dance like you have never done since cigar smokers choked the sun by accident and turned it red. Put your best pineta on your head, and we shall stand and wait for you on fabled 7th Avenue. Till then, I call Oliva here. Oliva mia, are you near? You with your ruby sequined feet, like Dorothy on North 19th Street. Though the one who named you is no more, come step with Acción upon the great dance floor. J. Seidenberg, please wear your best coquino ballroom dress with wisps of cigar spice perfume. We'll dance, we'll stand when you come in the room. And the great Mantiga will recite your pedigree like a starry night in Ybor City, and the moon will bow to a Chapin Chauvin tune. Arturo Fuente, with your gown resplendent, best that could be found. Garcia Bouquet, robust sweethearts, elite Fuente, cutter's art, whose name became the single note most often sung by them who smoked the finest panatellas made. Awaken Fuente, unafraid, and join your sisters on the street with their red zapatos on their feet. I call tall-crested Regenbois, y Regensburg La Fabrica, whose slender neck and shoulders rich in wondrous sculpted folds of brick accentuate a face sublime, well coiffed and capped that still keeps time. O sensual senora, would it bother you if I but could arouse your interest in the chance that you might revive yourself to dance? If so, I conjure corazon with words for you and you alone. Yet there are others I implore. Gonzalez, Fisher, mi senora, vestidoed in glistening brick, whose hips stand graceful, wide, and thick. Come join us, if you think you might, at the Union Italian Ball tonight. Coral Wodisca, Jimmy's daughter, belladonna of the order senoritas dressed in brick, whose thick skirts rustle as they switch and curtsy, graceful as the ships that bore Columbus on their hips. Handmade were all your million charms by men and women whose brown arms and eyes remembered every line and wrinkle of tobacco vines and how to cut them and roll them lest they fail to find the very best. Mi negra y wodisca, por favor, please join me on the floor. And yet there is one more I seek. Her memory looms tall and sleek and beautiful within my mind. I approach and hope she will be kind. I wait, yet as I wait I see the splendid one gaze back at me. Her onyx eyes that reflect the sun and turn jet black when day is done. Ornate vestido she has worn to please countless suitors on their knees, who sought her delicate perfumed hand and extolled her charms to foreign lands, who was, but now no more shall be, upon this earth a rarity of cigared pleasure. Hear my plea to live again and dance With me, cast off false garments that constrict your ample form of royal brick. Senora Ybor, she whose name is a city robed in global fame, is a brand that once claimed proud and shrill to have gone with guns up San Juan Hill. I know you by your sweet perfume and conjure you by a Tampa moon. VM Ybor, your father's name, to dance with Facundo is no shame. And I shall summon others too, and beg their beauty be renewed, one special night there to receive, before the fall, one last reprieve, a gathering before goodbye, to live again and then to die. Mi maestro, raise your rhythm stick for the great senoras draped in brick. The dance. A temple to the god Ramono, l'Unione Italiana, brother of the Cuban club, a Parthenon the Grecos loved, is the place where las Senoras de los Ladrillos cast their spell. Upon an Ybor city night, beneath a moon and bright starlight, outside Corinthian columns glisten white as moonlight, as we listen to a well-rehearsed conjunto play a mesmerizing mambo, while the ladies dressed in brick lift up their skirts and begin to kick and whirl upon a parquet floor beside quick-stepping smart lectors who feel the rhythm's cha-cha beat and measure kungas with their feet. And the cigar divas, like a knife as sharp as noonday, come to life, brown fingers wrapping round the arms of lectors as the music swarms like Cuban honeybees, as sweet as a rum-tipped smoke or a kiss complete. So we dance until the night grows old and daylight wakes up stiff and cold. We dance the way they did in Spain as Garcia Lorca sings of pain, and Ibrahim Farel, despite his years of silence, seizes the mic, and the ancient goddess El Perfecta spreads her arms from old Havana to the shores of Tampa Bay as the sun breaks forth another day, and I awake as if I'd been in the womb of an horrific dream. Yet what now echoes in my mind is the whisper. I had not been blinded by a dream, but had been cast in a vision which awoke the past and bid it dance as it once had done when the world and cigar smoke was one. And the ladies of the brick brocade had nestled under palm tree shade of Tampa. There I held their hands as I set to answer their demands, to dance these Tampa streets once more in their Spanish gowns and shawls galore. And that we did, which was no dream, for once more each one was a queen who saintly sat upon her block till past the hour of 3 o'clock, the witching hour, or so it said, when spirits spring back from the dead. Fecundo Acción was I, a black lector from days gone by. But a lector I shall always be in the lap of Tampa history, where beautiful divas, brown and thick, wore proud vestidos red as brick, who danced on guayabera notes with their gowns as light as cigar smoke. And when I pass them now, I say, Senoras, how are you today? And in my mind, I'd like to think they see Facundo and they weep.